Hunter who has captured escapee Antoine Massey before says it's only a matter of time before Massey and Derek Groves are caught again.
As Rob Besson reports, with the reward money now increased, dozens of bounty hunters may be looking to cash in.
I've dealt with Massey. I've personally arrested Massey.
Bail bondsman and electronic monitor specialist Matt Dennis has apprehended dozens of escaped prisoners and knows firsthand what escaped Orleans Parish inmate Antoine Massey is capable of.
When we dealt with Massey, I warned my team, be careful, he's playing stupid. You could tell that he wasn't stupid. You knew that he was looking for opportunities. So I actually made them use the full gear, the handcuffs, the shackles, and everything after he escaped us.
Dennis recaptured Massey in November of 2023, 2 hours after he cut off an electronic monitor.
When I saw his face on television after he escaped, I went, you got to be kidding.
Along with Derek Groves, who's been linked to 4 killings, remain on the loose, and Dennis isn't surprised.
Massey's going to be high up on the food chain when it came to planning this. He didn't follow people out this hole. This is somebody who worked this and made this happen.
This is video just posted on an Instagram account by Massey, which a law enforcement source says they are now looking into. He's proclaiming his innocence. This video notwithstanding, last week authorities raised a reward of $50,000 for Massey's rearrest, and some bounty hunters may be encouraged.
The last I know, there was 900 licensed bail agents in Louisiana.
Matt Dennis says Derek Groves and Antoine Massey are still out because clearly they had a better escape plan with resources.
Whatever they're hiding with, it's got to be funded. When that funding runs out, they're not going to be hiding anymore.
And you already know, on this channel, we hold racist institutions accountable, because if we don't, who will? And before we start this video, if you don't like black people, black issues, black talks, get to stepping. Yes, bounty hunters were used to capture and return slaves in Louisiana. A 1793 law and the 1850 Fugitive Slave Act allowed slave owners to capture and reclaim fugitive slaves and authorized agents, including bounty hunters, to do so. The Fugitive Slave Act of 1850 in particular permitted slave owners to pursue and reclaim escapees even in free states. This led to an expansion of the slave catching industry, with bounty hunters playing a significant role in the capture and return of slaves. Additionally, free black people were also vulnerable to being kidnapped and sold into slavery if caught without proper documentation. Make that make sense? And what did this dude sound like? A slave catcher. I told y'all, nothing has changed in 2025. The only thing that has changed is technology, especially in states like my hometown, Louisiana. They don't give a damn about your paperwork. If you don't have that paper for a decent attorney, you're cooked. Tell me I'm lying. And Antoine Massey, brother, you got to stop doing these videos. In their eyes, you already a slave. You might as well keep running. Matter of fact, run the tape.
Thing behind that, but that's another subject. Orleans Parish is one of the corruptedest jails. That and St. Tammany Parish is the corruptedest jails in the state of Louisiana. Why was I even incarcerated with a woman saying that this never happened? This is this woman's name. This is the charge. This is about the shit in St. Tammany. Why would I in Orleans Parish? Why was I even in jail? That's what I'm trying to show y'all. That's why I left the jail. And they have a lot more brothers that's innocent, just like me, that's trying to prove their innocence. That's why they ran. Jason Williams, the sheriff, Susan Hudson, these people are corrupted. These people was talking to St. Tammany and telling St. Tammany they gonna sentence me behind this, and telling St. Tammany if they can't get me, St. Tammany gonna get me. You see what I'm saying? That's trying to pursue charges on me because of my prior history. Who I was in the past is not who I am today. So I'm asking for the media. I don't even have a lawyer to help me. I'm asking for help. That's why I ran. You feel me? I'm a grown man. I have kids. I have a mother. I have a baby mother, a child, my children mother. Like it's a lot going on. And that's why I ran. I need help. You feel what I'm saying? Orleans Parish and St. Tammany is one of the corruptest parishes in the world. And I'm asking for help. There's a lot of corruption, it's jiggins, all type of stuff going on, and they covering it up. They don't care about nothing.
Yes, Louisiana has recently eliminated parole for nearly all prisoners convicted of crimes committed after August 1st, 2024. This makes Louisiana the 17th state to abolish parole in the past half century and the first in nearly a quarter of a century. The Louisiana legislature passed HB 9, which significantly restricts parole eligibility. Make that make sense. And tell me this, why do they refer to Louisiana as the prison capital of the world? See, going to prison in America, it's not about rehabilitation. They don't care if you become a better person. They don't care if you're innocent. They don't care about none of that. It's all about slavery. The racist Caucasian people, they want to get wealthy off the prison system. And rest in peace to Kia Douglas, because she really spent her whole life, well, her whole adult life, speaking on stuff like this. And then I said, wait, do these laws hold racist Caucasian people accountable? Check this out. And yeah, I'm going to keep talking about it. Back in 2019, 5 Louisiana troopers murdered. They beat Ronald Green to death. And in 2024, none of them was charged. Not one. Matter of fact, run the tape.
Federal prosecutors say they won't seek charges in the deadly arrest of Ronald Green. He died in state police custody in 2019 after a chase that ended in Union Parish. Body cam footage withheld for years shows troopers punching and using a stun gun on the shackled 49-year-old as he begged them to stop. But the federal wrongful death suit is still pending. Now here's what prosecutors told his family.
He's the main character. They say in the murder. They say he was the one that killed Ronnie, but Ronnie lived long after that.
That's what I said.
Encounter with Hollingsworth.
They also said they took the video piece by piece, and they're all putting it on Christopher Hollingsworth.
Make that make sense. Or should I bring up this case? Yeah, I'm going to keep talking about it. Back in 2023, Brie Collins was ran over. She was murdered by this drunk dude. Matter of fact, let's read the article. Check this out. And this article is by Unfiltered with Kyron. It was published December the 12th, 2024. Baton Rouge, an emotional courtroom scene Wednesday. Sharonda Plain, the grieving mother of Brie Collins, faced the man responsible for her daughter's death in a fatal hit-and-run incident. Jacob Nash, 22, pleaded guilty to charges of hit-and-run resulting in the death but avoided jail time when Judge Gail Horn-Ray sentenced him to 3 years of probation. Brie Collins' mom collapsed in the court as the sentence was read out loud. Make that make sense. So let's break this down. Tell me this. When the last time in Louisiana you heard someone who pleaded guilty of hit and run, who pleaded guilty of murder and only got 3 years probation? Make that make sense. Hell, Kyron Lacey pleaded not guilty to hit and run and the whole world crucified him. Tell me I'm lying. You see, it's never an outrage when they harm our people. It's never an outrage when they lie on our people. Nah, keep that same energy, partner. And look, before I go, I have to say this. I'm going to try to be as calm as possible. Antoine, Massey, brother, stop making videos because they don't care if you're innocent, if you're guilty. They don't care. You already was in the prison system. To them, you are runaway slaves. So you got to keep running. Nobody going to look out for you because, you know, everything, it is what it is. Like I say, I don't know if you're guilty or if you're innocent, but you already made your choice. Just keep running. Stop making videos because these people already made up in their mind. They want that 50K. Even though they not go get it, they want it. So do what you do. You're on your own, especially as a black man. Nobody give a damn. Tell me I'm lying. And for the people that believe everything on the media, you believe everything they tell you to be true. I need you to keep that same energy when those racist cops murder our people while they're in handcuffs. I need you to keep that same energy when black women go to these hospitals while in labor and these doctors murder them on purpose. The doctors murder them on purpose and not just murder the black mothers. They also breaking the bones of black babies and no one saying anything about it. It's no outrage. Keep that same energy when we have black truck drivers out here being murdered in these sundown towns and no one is outraged. No one doing anything about it. That's all I'm asking. I'm out.